continuing the A to Z nuggets of life with Auntie Mizufe. Today's alphabet is L and the word is love. Stay tuned and enjoy. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kayla and Caropin, for that introduction. God bless you. And with us today is
Rachel Papuhunda.
African child. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Auntie Madupe. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. I'm fine.
Auntie, I'd love to hug you, but social distancing.
So, God bless. Thank you. Now, today we're looking at the letter L, and the word is love. Love, 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 love. Rachel,
Yes, Auntie Madupe.
have you been in love before?
Yes, I have.
So, what's love to you? Describe it, define it.
I think love is a deep feeling you have towards someone you're very close with,
A deep feeling of affection.
of affection.
Okay, of someone. Okay. So, have you been in love before?
Yes, I have. I've fallen in love. I've fallen out of love.
Oh.
I still love.
So, you've fallen in love and you've fallen out of love. And that's not love, because love is faithful, love is forever, and love is fervent. Anyway, in this day and age, we hear people use the word love carelessly, casually, and at times callously. But today we want to encourage us to use the word carefully and caringly. So, do you want to know what it means to use the word casually?
Yes, please enlighten me.
Okay. So when people say, "Oh, I love your hairstyle. I love your hairstyle," is so, or maybe a guy falls in love with a woman because of her bouncy hair, only to find out later that the bouncy hair on her head is actually Brazilian wig or Moroccan wig or whatever wig it is. So it was the hair he liked, not the person he loved. So that's an example of using the word love casually. Then using the word love carelessly. For instance, you know Liverpool Football Club. For the past 30 years, they couldn't win. They never got to winning a Premier League. But some weeks ago, after so many years, they eventually won it. So those who left them when they were not winning, those who stopped supporting them when it was as if nothing was going to come out of them, they would say, "Oh, I love them, I love Liverpool Football Club," but they never did, because when the going was tough, when things were dry, when things were low, they left them. Then they suddenly won some weeks ago, and they said, "Oh, I love Liverpool Football Club." But those who stood by them through thick and thin, when they were losing, when they were being shamed, when things were not happening for them, but they still stood by them and continued to support them for 30 years, those are the true lovers of Liverpool Football Club. Those who would say Henderson, the captain, did well, and they trusted him, loved him, they're the true lovers. So love does not die. You can't love and unlove. It's not like Facebook, when your friend can like your picture or like you, then unlike you, follow you, then unfollow you. That's not what love is about. Then, how do you love callously? How people use the word callously when a guy or a girl, because of what they want to get out of you, they say, "I love you. If you don't marry me, I'm going to die. I love you to the moon. You're the only sugar in my tea. You're the only mosquito in my net. You're the only only butter on my bread. You're the only shoe on my feet." It's a lie. They are lying. It's a lie, because love does not want anything. Those who use it callously are those who convince you that they love you because they want papers from you, they want favors, or they want to sleep with you. They want one thing or the other. And the minute they get it, that's it. So you have to be careful.
Then, Auntie Madupe,
Yes.
I have a question.
Go on, shoot.
Have you ever been in love?
I've been in love and I'm still in love. Love does not die.
Okay.
But I don't feel it all the time. Yes.
Really?
I've been married for almost 30 years now to the same person by God's grace. But even I loved my husband when I married him. I still love him and I'll continue to love him. But there are some times, many times in the marriage, I'm like, "Oh God, this guy, I'm angry with you." And he has also felt like that towards me. But we still stay together. Through thick and that's love. Love doesn't mean that you won't fight. It doesn't mean that you will not argue. It does not mean that you will not quarrel. It does not even mean that you will not, stop talking to each other for a few hours. But because love is there, you'll always come back. No matter how far apart you go, you still come back because love is forever, love is fervent, and love is faithful. Yes. So maybe, have you had a crush before? Because some people mistake love for crush. They have a crush and they think it's love. Some people are infatuated and they think it's love. Some people are fond of someone and they think it's love. So tell me what yours was. Do you think it was real love, or was it just a crush or infatuation, or were you fond of him?
I think definitely in secondary school I had a few crushes.
A few crushes?
I mean, if he looks
Same
nice,
hair.
if he looks nice, he had a nice six-pack, then I think it was a crush though.
Yeah, it was a crush. It must have been a crush because love, even when the six packs disappears, you still love him. That's what love is all about. Now there are three types of love. There's so many types, but I'm just going to look at P-E-A. Just for us to remember, P-E-A. P is for philos or philia. E is for eros, and A is for agape. Agape is the best type of love. Agape is a love that comes from God. Agape is described in the book of Corinthians as love that remains kind, love that does not think evil of another, love that forgives, love that is patient, love that endures, the type of love that comes from God. And in the Bible, in the book of 1 John chapter 4, from 7 to 11, it says that God is love. So if God is love, it means love is God. So for you to love somebody, you must have God in you, have the Spirit of God, because it takes God to love another. Any questions?
Yes, Auntie Modupe, I have a question for you.
Okay.
How can I, you've mentioned the different types of love, careless, callous, and carefree.
Yes.
So how can I guard my heart against somebody who says they love me, but they don't really love me?
Okay, that's so true. Thank you for that question. How? Because it all comes from the heart. Now you need to protect your heart. Don't let anybody bombard your heart. Don't let anybody get crashing into your heart. So before you open your heart to a guy or to a lady, make sure that you're doing it for the right reasons. When you're always giving, and that person is on the receiving end, then it's a telltale sign that he or she does not love you. So you need to protect yourself. So protect your heart, do your test, due diligence, ask questions, pray, and just be intelligent.
Auntie Modupe,
Yes.
how can I love more, cautiously and with purpose?
Okay, thank you. So we are to love cautiously, we are to love caringly, we are to love carefully. I'll tell a story. A friend of mine was going out with this guy back home in Africa. They loved each other so well, so much. They were deeply in love, and they got engaged. So she came over to this country, gained admission to one of the unis, and was studying, and was staying with her auntie. Then something happened between her and her auntie asked her to leave the house, so she had to move in with a guy. This guy happened to be a classmate of hers, and she told her boyfriend in Nigeria, and he said it was okay. But one thing led to another. She eventually got pregnant by him. She told the guy in Nigeria, he said, it's okay, I still love you, but do me a favor, don't tell anybody and don't abort the pregnancy. You're still my wife. The girl cried. She had never experienced such love. So along the line, she found out that she had contracted HIV/AIDS. She did the test and she was positive. She had the full-blown disease, HIV. She was in a bad state. She eventually summoned courage and told this guy in Nigeria. He said, no problem, you're still my wife, I love you all the same. She had the baby, the guy relocated, he married her, and now they have 2 children of their own. And the first child she had is now his firstborn as a stepson. So that's true love. True love is blind to faults. True love makes excuses. True love gives you another chance. True love says, if I were in your shoes, this is how I want to be treated, so I'm going to treat you that way. So the action point is, don't use the word love carelessly. Don't use it casually. Don't use it callously, but use it consciously, carefully, and caringly. And that's what you should do. Be mindful of who you open the gates of your heart to. And I pray that in life, as you continue life and as you hold on to these nuggets of life, you will love freely and you will be loved without any hidden agenda. Thank you. God bless you. I'll hand over to Kaylan Karupin.
Thank you, Auntie Mizipe. So that's it for today, and tomorrow the alphabet should be M. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.